So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K18, and in today's video we're going to be doing my first historic rebuild here on NBA 2K18. I am a huge fan of historic rebuilds. I've done them on 2K17 and 2K16 as well, and I thought that'd be a great idea to bring back here on 2K18. So I'm just kind of taking a little bit of a break from the what if videos. Those have been a huge hit, so I will be getting right back to those after probably a few historic rebuilds, maybe a few other rebuilds as well. So today, rebuilding 2003-2004 Minnesota Timberwolves, obviously led by Kevin Garnett, one of the greatest power forwards of all time. Taking a look at this roster, he is absolutely the only untouchable player. Maybe if Sam Cassell and Latrell Sprewell were not like 34 years old, I would absolutely keep them as well. They're both decent overalls, but again, they are 34 years old, both of them. Value's not going to get any higher, so I probably am going to go ahead and trade both of them here in the first season. Something else I do want to mention, I did, as I normally do for the historic rebuilds, so this is the 2000, what is this? This is 2003-2004. So any other historic team that either touches either of those years, either 2003 or 2004, I also implemented. So we can take a look, not there, around the NBA, other teams I did implement, so we can just start. I feel like the first team is, so yes, we do have the 2005-2006 Memphis Grizzlies with a young Pau Gasol. The rest of this team, I mean, we have a nice. Mike Miller was ever this good? I didn't really think he was ever that good, but okay. So we have the 2005-2006 Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know why I put them in here actually. I said it was touching. I thought it was the 2004-2005. Whatever. Who really cares? Doesn't really matter. More historic players makes it even cooler. Other teams: 2003-2004 Lakers. Kobe's pretty much in his prime, if not just getting there. They also have Shaq, who's definitely still dominant at the age of 32. I remember this team had Gary Payton and Karl Malone. They were definitely both past their primes, but they definitely both contributed. And the rest of this team is just pretty much trash. And then we also have the, I thought I put in the Mavericks. I guess I didn't. And then the Detroit Pistons, insane team. Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace. I have absolutely no idea who this is. Luis Scola, Darko Milicic. Oh, God, he was great. Loved Darko. And the San Antonio Spurs, 2004-2005, Tim Duncan, the best power forward of all time without a doubt. And then Tony Parker, young Tony Parker, prime Manu Ginobili pretty much. And then I have no idea. I've heard of Bruce Bowen, I think, and then Robert Horry, obviously. So then, geez, I keep forgetting the 2004-2005 Phoenix Suns, Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, Sean Marion. I will probably do a rebuild of this team soon. I really do like this team, and I've always pretty much had success while I'm rebuilding this exact team. So we're definitely going to do them pretty soon. But today, obviously doing the Timberwolves, definitely have a few moves to make before I start simulating season number 1, and I'll see you guys before I make my first trade. So as I mentioned, Sam Cassell is 34 years old. I mean, he is on a 3-year deal. It's relatively cheap, but he's definitely regression's going to hit him hard. He's probably going to go down to like at least an 80. I want to get a nice young point guard. Well, not even young. Somebody who's in their prime, probably going to progress a little bit in Kemba Walker. They want another first-round pick, Marvin Williams and John Jones. I guess 2 first-round picks is worth it for Kemba. We do have him for 2 years before we have to re-sign him. And I'm a big fan of Kemba. I think he's one of the most underrated point guards in the NBA. I also think he desperately needs to get traded, but that's a whole nother matter. And then Rodney Stuckey's a current starting shooting guard. Irvin Johnson. Okay, you know what I think this calls for? I think this calls for, wait for it, Chris Bosh. I'm going to go ahead and waive a couple people, but this definitely calls for Chris Bosh. I mean, there's so many times you can get him. I'm going to go ahead and release you and release you. Okay, so Chris Bosh, I'm hopefully going to have enough cap space to sign. He wants to sign. I'm actually going to give him a 3-year deal, and then I can probably trade him this offseason. He's going to start probably at the center position. Chris Bosh has played center before, yeah, and they want to start him at center anyway. So we just need to improve. Actually, I'm going to trade Latrell Sprewell, and then we just need to improve the shooting guard position. So let me go ahead and try to figure out a trade for that, and I'll see you guys when I figured out that trade. So we are going to go ahead and trade Latrell Sprewell over to the Philadelphia 76ers for Robert Covington and Rashawn Holmes. Not a bad trade whatsoever. Robert Covington's one of my favorite 3-and-D guys in the whole league. I'm still going to start Chris Bosh at the center position. I just feel like it's really kind of needed. So Bosh is going to go ahead and play 32. Covington's going to play 30 for the moment. I'm not really wanting to start Rodney Stuckey. Maybe I can move Mark Madsen for a decent shooting guard. If I have to start him, I will. I would just prefer not to, and this guy has absolutely no trade value. All right, is there anybody here in free agency that was even better? Ty Lawson's not bad. I don't really know how I feel about signing 2 free agents to start for us. Jordan Crawford's here. I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it. Rodney Stuckey, the rest of the team, I'm not expecting us to be a top 3 seed, but I mean, we're definitely expected to make the playoffs, so you know what, I'm just going to leave the team the way it is for now. Kemba Walker, Rodney Stuckey, Robert Covington, Kevin Garnett, and Chris Bosh. Off the bench, Rashawn Holmes, Wally Szczerbiak, Marvin Williams, Mark Madsen, and Michael Carter-Williams. Oh, I didn't even know we had Fred Hoiberg. That's actually interesting. So, scoring option is probably going to be, or not that. Scoring option is going to be Garnett, and then going to be Kemba, and then I think I'll do Covington. So, let's go ahead and simulate season number 1. I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. Hopefully, we can be a top seed in the Western Conference. Steph Curry is your MVP here at the end of season number 1. He puts up 30 points, 5 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 2.5 steals. Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year. Manu Ginobili, who the hell is he backing up? All right, I have no idea. Shaq, Defensive Player of the Year, of course, absolute monster. Chris Dunn, Most Improved, and Mike D'Antoni, Coach of the Year, as the Rockets go 65-17, second in the Western Conference. We did not do so well. We were 38-44. Absolutely not what I was expecting with this team, but you know what? I didn't mean to click on that. It happens. Also, I didn't realize Kevin Garnett was only on a 1-year deal. I obviously need to 100% re-sign him as quickly as possible because he is, of course, this whole team at the moment. I'm hoping we get lucky, maybe get a top pick. I mean, it's probably going to be like maybe like the 10th pick or something, hopefully. Kemba Walker led us in scoring, then Kevin Garnett, then Robert Covington, then Chris Bosh, Rodney Stuckey. I mean, not bad for Rodney Stuckey, but not great. Wally Szczerbiak, who actually is an 80 overall and actually has a team option. All right, maybe he can be a little bit of trade bait. Maybe I can move up in the draft with him. Rebounds was Kevin Garnett, Rashawn Holmes, and then Chris Bosh. And assists was Kemba Garnett and then Rodney Stuckey. All right, so obviously we did not make the playoffs. I'm not really used to saying that, but we didn't make the playoffs. It happens. So let's go ahead and maybe we can get a top pick in this year's draft. That would be absolutely awesome. Finals is going to be the Rockets and the Cavs. And the the Rockets are going to win in 7. Obviously, James Harden's your Finals MVP. So heading into this offseason, I'm not sure who our current coach is. We obviously need a better head coach. Yeah, Elijah Nelson, no thanks. There's 2 Mike D'Antonis here. That's actually pretty cool. I think I'm going to bring in Michael Stauffer, though, or Stauffer, just because he has A- everywhere. So I'm going to give him a pretty big deal. I'll give him $6 million. All right, I'll give him 5.75. It really doesn't matter. Hopefully he can accept that. And then head scout, I'm going to go ahead and try to get Jimmy Lynch, who has an A+ training, or not an A+, an A training, just hopefully so we can get 3 untapped potentials that we can send our players to. So trainer we get, coach we get, nope, didn't sign him yet, and there we go. So let's head up to the draft, see what pick we do end up having. Don't draft a lot of those guys. I play with injuries off, though, so it doesn't really matter. 12th, I traded my first round pick for Kemba Walker. Man. I just hate it when I do that. Let's see what pick we ended up getting with that, though. Let's go over where we go into the Hornets. Jesus, I had a mind blank for a second. Dude. Didn't think it would be that good. Okay, well, I guess we lucked out the lottery. Of course, I mean, I guarantee if we had that pick, it would be like 12 or wherever we were supposed to be. But you know what? It's fine. Let's go ahead and try to trade Marvin Williams right now, just because he is making quite a bit of money. Can I get like an... Oh, Derek Favors isn't bad, but I don't want to give up another first-round pick. Can I just get a first-round pick? Thank you, Toronto. Trying to kind of pile up on these first-round picks, and then if I could maybe get my pick back for Chris Bosh and Robert Covington. Oh, actually, Chris Bosh, timeout. Chris Bosh is like 3.5-star trade value. Let's just look at some off Al Horford, Blake Griffin. All right, Paul Millsap. Getting some good offers, but I think I kind of want a high pick. So let's go ahead and try to put Chris Bosh over to the Hornets for our pick back. Do the Hornets have any cap space? Please tell me they do. Of course they don't. I don't even know. Who do you even want me to take? Like Cody Zeller? I can't give you Robert Covington without taking somebody else. You really don't have any other bad contracts. They traded for Whiteside, of course. All right, there's no way that's going to go through. All right, let's just look at Covington's offers at the moment. Third. Oh, I thought it said 3rd overall pick. Got really excited for a second. There's not much here. Denzel, like, I want a salary dump and a good player. I might just take the 13th overall pick just so we have a first-round pick. Oh, man. All right. I'm being very indecisive right now, so I'll be back once I have a trade. All right, so we are making this trade with the Cavs, sending them Chris Bosh and Robert Covington for Kevin Love and Zach Randolph. Now, you might be saying, why are you trading for a power forward? You're obviously re-signing Kevin Garnett. This is in hopes that I can get a good pick, because obviously Kevin Love has decent trade value, Hopefully I can get offered like a top 5 pick. That's all I'm asking for. CJ McCollum's here. I might take CJ. We need a shooting guard that's good. I mean, I said I wanted a top pick. But if I can get CJ McCollum, can you keep Mo Harkless, please? I like CJ McCollum. It's been a little while since I've traded for him. I like our nice backcourt of him and Kemba. That's awesome now. So we just really need to sign Kevin Garnett back now. And that was a good trade, I feel like. Zach Randolph, not really a fan of. First round, like 2 first-round picks from the Suns. That's absolutely awesome. Building our depth at first-round picks. I believe we did just give up 1 just to get CJ McCollum. And then Fred Hoiberg. His picture actually is him coaching. Can I get another first-round pick? I'm not trying to pay $74 million to come off my bench. So there we go. Toronto Raptors give us another first-round pick. And I believe we should be absolutely stacked with firsts. Yeah, we have quite a bit of first-round picks right now. So built that back up to the draft. I wish we had our second overall pick. Unfortunately, we do not. So let's go up to team player options. Wally Szczerbiak, yes, you can come back and same with Rashawn Holmes, building up that bench a little bit more. Up to qualifying, none there. And then let's go into free agency moratorium period. Okay, Kevin Garnett, obviously need to bring back. That is 100% happening. Kevin Durant, Kobe's here. How much cap space do I have? Not enough, but you know what? It happens. But Kevin Durant has to come back. It's his video. Gonna go ahead and give him like this player option, no trade clause. Hopefully he accepts that, and he does. I'll throw Kobe an offer. I bet he's gonna go back to the Lakers. I mean, it makes sense for him to go back to the Lakers. Let's just go ahead and give him an offer of that's the max unless we give him player option, no trade clause. Oh my god. Okay, I can't sign him without renouncing the rights on. Yeah, I can't sign him without renouncing the rights on Kevin Garnett. I'm not going to renounce the rights on Kevin Garnett. So, actually, I think there's a way to do this. You know what? I think I've cheated the system. I'll be back. I have to get through moratorium. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Basically, I'm going to explain this so you don't think I'm cheating when I'm cut out. Basically, I'm going to offer them a deal every day of moratorium so they sign back with me. Or so they agree to my contract, and then I'm not going to accept it until after moratorium's over, and then I'm going to try to sign Kevin Garnett back on my bird rights after I get Kobe. That might not work. It probably won't, but let's just go ahead and first of all, I'm going to do that, and I'll see you guys maybe once it works. I got all the way to day 1 of free agency, and Kobe finally accepted another offer. That sucks. You know, we'll just bring back Kevin Garnett. Damn it, man. I really thought I was going to get him. That sucks, but you know what? It's fine. Sean Marion's here. It's actually interesting, but nah, it's fine. So Kevin Garnett's back on the team. We obviously don't have a bench right now, which absolutely sucks. Right now, Wally Szczerbiak is starting at small forward, but I think I'm going to trade him at the start of the next season. So let's just go ahead and we have bird rights on absolutely nobody. So we have to sign a bunch of veteran guys right now. Ooh, Dirk's here. I thought Dirk always retired after the first year. I guess not. D Wade. Do we have $20 million in cap space? We have $25 million in cap space. Okay, I can actually probably get somebody decent. We are $5 million off on Sean Marion. That would have been a nice signing. Jabari's, yeah, they're going to match it no matter what. 31-year-old Jeff Green's interesting, but let's go ahead and try to offer, like, who's the highest free agent here that we can get? Enes Kanter. Oh my god, I just want one of these guys. We have such an annoying amount on the cap space. I guess I'll offer Jeff Green like a $10.5 million contract. Please just accept the offer just so I can trade you. Jeff Green, welcome to the team. I just want to use this cap space, and I guess I'll bring in JJ Redick off the bench as well. I actually might end up keeping him. So hopefully both of these guys can accept our offers. And welcome to Team JJ Redick. So I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2 where I might have 1 or 2 trades. So Wally Szczerbiak is in the last year of his deal, and if I can get an improvement at the small forward position, but trading him, Jeff Green, and JJ Redick for Sean Marion, I am going to go ahead and do it, and they do agree to that. It might be a little bit of an overpay. I had to include all of them just so the contracts work out. Man, this bench just sucks now. Free agents. You know what? Actually, I'm going to work out a trade, and I'll see you guys once I have that trade. So I do want a better starting center than Rashawn Holmes. His contract is also up after this year. So Rashawn Holmes and Tim Frazier for DeAndre Ayton obviously is not going to go through. But maybe if I give up 2 firsts, I'll honestly give up 4 if it takes it. Please just take it after 4. Okay, thank God. It probably is an overpay, but he's under team control for so long. This bench is absolutely terrible. Are there any better free agents? Not really. I guess I'll bring in Ty Lawson because at least he's a guard off the bench. And then let's go ahead and look at this new rotation. Good Lord. All right, it's not pretty exactly. You're 6'1", you're 5'11". I'm going to change Demetrius Jackson to a shooting guard. Okay. Why did you go down overall at shooting guard? Ty Lawson goes up 1, whatever. So this is going to be the rotation. I am going to get a few less minutes at Davis and Ty Lawson. Like, I don't want our bench playing a lot of minutes at all, actually. So let's go ahead and give you 32. CJ McCollum needs to be playing 33 as well. Sean Marion, 33. Kevin Garnett needs to be playing 33. And DeAndre, actually, even less. You can be playing 32. So Kemba Walker, CJ McCollum, Sean Marion, Kevin Garnett, and DeAndre Ayton off the bench at Davis, Ty Lawson, Mike Scott, Michael Beasley, and Demetrius Jackson, and Joe Harris. So actually, Joe Harris is not going to play any minutes at all. Let's see, 35, 35, 35, 35, and 34. Okay, scoring options. I don't even know. There's a lot of good players in this team, so I'm going to let it just pan out itself. And I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2. Hopefully, we can at least make the playoffs this year. So I have absolutely no idea how we went 66-16. Who really cares? Westbrook's the MVP, but we won 66 games after not making the playoffs. I mean, we did technically make quite a few moves in the offseason by adding CJ McCollum and Sean Marion and DeAndre Ayton, but still, what a season. Michael Porter Jr., Rookie of the Year. Robert Covington, 6th Man of the Year. It's fine. Tim Duncan, Defensive Player of the Year, up to a 99 overall. Tarek Black, Most Improved, okay. And Mike Stauffer, Coach of the Year, 66-16, have I mentioned it. First in the Western Conference. Do we have any Timberwolves on these All-NBA teams? We have Kevin Garnett, All-NBA third team. And then we have Kevin Garnett on the All-Defensive second team. And then we do have, where is he? DeAndre Ayton on the All-Rookie first team. Cool to see. So, first in the Western Conference, let's check out standings. We are 7 games up on the Warriors. We are taking on the San Antonio Spurs in the first round and Tim Duncan. CJ McCollum led us in scoring. Kemba Walker, Kevin Garnett, DeAndre Ayton, Sean Marion, who I might actually trade this offseason. I mean, he's a good rebounder, but Kevin Garnett led us in rebounds, then Sean Marion, then DeAndre Ayton, and assists was Kemba, Garnett, and then McCollum. All right, taking on the Spurs in the first round, battle of the best, 2 of the best power forwards of all time, and we sweep them. Wow. Okay, taking on the MVP and Russell Westbrook, and we win in 7. Okay, we are now taking on the Warriors. Here comes a real test. I think we can win. I definitely think we can. We're up 3-2. Game 7 to take on the Celtics in the NBA Finals, and we are winning. And we won here at home in Minnesota. Let's check out the Celtics team, see if they added anybody important. Nope. They did not. Obviously, this is a very, very good team. I love Jason Tatum so much. I'm a Celtics fan, if you didn't know. Jason Tatum is going to be so good. Dude is the definition of untouchable for me. We lose game 1, we lose game 2, we win game 3, excuse me. We are tied at 2 games apiece, and we're up 3-2. And we win 4 in a row to win our NBA championship. Kevin Garnett, your Finals MVP, averages a double-double. We will go on to 1 more year just because I feel like you guys do want to see a 3rd year normally. So staff signing, actually, no, we're fine. I signed them all to like 3-year deals, I believe. Up to the draft, I believe we have our first-round pick. Oh, that's the 2nd round pick. I thought that was the 2nd overall pick, and I got really excited. We do not have our 1st round pick. I forgot I traded a whole bunch of them for, what's his name? DeAndre Ayton. So let's go up to the team player options right now. Not sure how many of those I have. It's actually none. Cool. Free agency, we're not going to have much cap space. Demetrius Jackson can have the qualifying offer, I guess. Just going to go ahead and try to sign a bunch of veterans. Free agency class really isn't even that good anyways. Oh, Kemba. Totally forgot about Kemba Walker. That could be an issue. I'm going to give him 30.5, player option, no trade clause, only offer. Welcome back to the team, Kemba Walker. Okay, that's awesome. Now I just do need to make it through moratorium, sign a bunch of veterans, and then we will be good to go. So we are through moratorium. Make sure Kemba Walker is back on the team. Okay, we're good. So let's go ahead and right now see any veteran players here. Terry Rozier is not a veteran, but he would be a good point guard off the bench, using all of our mid-level exception for him, which I'd be more than happy doing. And Terry Rozier, nope. Not welcome to the team. He got matched. Austin Rivers, I'm not even a fan of Austin Rivers. Al-Farouq Amino wouldn't be a bad bench piece. Same goes with Robin Lopez. 2 bigs off the bench. Al-Farouq Amino and Robin Lopez, welcome to the team. Let's try to get a couple guards off the bench now. Teodosic, not a bad passer at all. Wouldn't mind bringing him in. Obviously, improving the bench is the thing I said I wanted to do, and we definitely just did that. So, 1 more, like maybe some sort of guard. Sam Decker's here. We only have $2 million left on our mid-level exception, though. Festus Ezeli, no thank you. Thabo Cephalosha works for me. If you want to come in on the team, that works for me. It's totally fine. Welcome to the team, Thabo, and I'll see you guys at the start of season number 3, or I might have a trade or 2. So I wasn't a huge fan of how Sean Marion did end up playing for us last year, And I think getting Jabari Parker gets us younger by like 5 years, and I think Jabari has way more upside. He's probably going to progress a lot more, and his overall will change like by probably 1 or 2 points if I move him to small forward. I believe it will. Jabari small forward, he goes up 2 points, up to an 88 overall. I mean, I'd just be kind of stupid not to make this move at this point. So Robin Lopez is not going to play any minutes because we did just get John Henson off our bench. So going to switch this here, give Ty Lawson like 13 minutes, which is honestly fine. Actually, I'm going to give a few less. So let's go 20 here. We're going to go 16 here, and Demetrius Jackson's going to play 13. We're going to go 34 here. Actually, we'll go 36 for both these guys. Jabari's going to play 35. Actually, 18, 14, and then 31 there. So we're good. Team's looking unbelievable. Kemba Walker, CJ McCollum, Jabari Parker, Kevin Garnett, and DeAndre Ayton. Off the bench, John Henson, Al-Farouq Aminu, Demetrius Jackson, Ty Lawson, and Thabo Sefolosha. I'll see you guys at the end of season number 3. Hopefully this team can win its second championship. James Harden wins the MVP award here at the end of season number 3. 28.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 8 assists, 1.5 steals. We went 60-22. Not the 66 wins we got last year, but I still think our team was better than last year. Zion Williamson, Rookie of the Year for the Clippers. Robert Covington, 6th Man of the Year again. Tim Duncan, once again, Defensive Player of the Year. Tony Parker, Most Improved. That's his overall. He's up to a 92. And Mike D'Antoni, Coach of the Year, as the Rockets go 61-21, end up with first in the conference. We end up second. It happens. I can live with it. I thought their team was even better than last year, but it's fine. Who did the Rockets send? Anybody big? No, it's pretty much the same team. I mean, you're starting Jonas Jerebko, but team is relatively the same. I mean, whatever. Kemba Walker led us in scoring, then CJ McCollum, Jabari Parker, who's up to an 89 overall, then Kevin Garnett, double-double, DeAndre Ayton, and the rest of these guys really don't care about. Rebounds, Garnett, Ayton, and Jabari. And assists was Walker, McCollum, and then Garnett. All right, first round of the playoffs, taking on the 7-seeded Denver Nuggets. We end up, beating them in 5. Of course, we have to play the Warriors in the next round, but you know what? We beat them once. I believe we can do it again. We are tied at 2 games apiece. We are up 3-2, and we are on to the Western Conference Finals. And look at that. The Rockets go 61-21 or whatever it was, ended up first in the conference, and can't even win in the first round. We are taking on the Grizzlies now. They are another historic team, which is cool to play against, and they have they have Blake Griffin. It's a little bit suspect right there. Wonder what they'd trade. I mean, they probably signed DeAndre Jordan, then they probably traded for Blake. I'm not sure what they traded. They have our old friend Wally Zerbe. He was on our team, right? Okay, good. I was like, for a second, I was like, he was definitely on our team. I remember. Okay. I think we can definitely beat them. They have a lot of big men. They don't really have any good guards. And yeah, we're in the NBA Finals, take on the 2nd-seeded Bucks. Let's check out their roster as well. Ooh, we traded them Sean Marion for Jabari. I forgot. I also have Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton, Brogdon. They have John Collins. Jesus, this is a really good team. All right. I'd like to win, but I wouldn't be shocked if we lose. Okay, 3-1, 3-2. No, all right. They win. Giannis is your Finals MVP. I mean, there's nobody on this team that could cover Giannis. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this, my first historic rebuild here on 2K18. I thought it went relatively well. I thought our bench definitely could have been a little bit better, but honestly, I kind of made it pretty good in the offseason. So Kevin Garnett, obviously the focal point of this video, only reason I really did it. He was obviously the only untouchable, so don't get mad that I traded like Sam Cassell and Wally Zerbiak. Just please don't. Let me know what other historic team you want me to do next. I think I'm going to be doing the Lakers and that Suns team. Actually, I'm probably going to do the Suns team next because I really do like that team. So let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.